Why the center is acting on rise in price of edible oils. With just months left for the elections in 5 states, including the all-important state of Uttar Pradesh, it is no wonder the central government has started taking measures to control prices through various measures. Food inflation, especially in staples like pulses and edible oil, is the last thing any political party wants in the run up to a crucial election. With just 5 months left for the election in 5 states, including all important state of Uttar Pradesh, it is no wonder the central government had started taking measures to control prices through various measures. Also, the uncertainty of Kharif harvest due to a not so well distributed monsoon have made the government jittery about uncontrolled inflation in the days to come. What steps have the government taken? On Thursday, Manisha Sen Sharma, economic advisor of the Ministry of Public Distribution, Food and Consumer Affairs, issued a letter to the chief secretaries of all the states and union territories directing their attention to spurt in price of edible oil and oilseeds. The undersigned has been directed to say Essential Commodities Act 1955 is aimed at ensuring adequate availability of scheduled essential commodities at fair prices to the common people. Recently, despite reduction in import duty, a sudden spurt in prices, edible oil seeds has been observed, which may be due to alleged hoarding of it by the stockholders, the letter read. According to the government, has asked for declaration of stocks held by traders, millers, stockists, etc., which would be verified by the state government. Also, they have been asked to monitor prices of edible oil and oilseeds on a weekly basis. This would be the second intervention by the central government in controlling the prices of edible oil. Earlier in August, import duty of crude soybean and sunflower oil as well as refined sunflower and soybean oil was reduced. The present duty on crude soybean and sunflower oil is now 30.25%, which earlier was 38.50%. Also, duty on refined oil was reduced from 49.50 to 41.50%. The reason for the step can be found in 20 to 30% year-on-year rise in prices of edible oil. Thus, fueled by a global trend, prices of all edible oils have been significant increase across the country. The average retail price of the groundnut oil, which a year back was rupees 150.50 per liter, has now gone up to 177.91 per liter. Similar increase has been noticed in soya oil, rupees 104.27 to rupees 154, mustard oil 126 to 172, and palm oil 94 to 132. Even Vanaspati hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is sold as an economic substitute for ghee or butter, has been a hike from rupees 94 to 132 per liter. Why the intervention when a new harvest is just round the corner? Two main reasons can be attributed to the decision so close to the start of the Kharif harvest, which is expected to start next month onwards. As the letter states, the central government has taken this step with an eye on price increase in the edible oil ahead of the state polls, including that of Uttar Pradesh. Food inflation is the last thing any government wants to face. What the letter does not spell out the jitters faced by policymakers about the severest of harvest due to the uneven spread of monsoon. As of Friday, the country has received 720 mm of rainfall as against the normal of 777 mm. It should receive an overall shortfall of 7%. Revival of monsoons over the last few days has brought relief to farmers, but the uneven spread of rainfall has already taken its toll on the crops. The long dry spell, which started from July and extended till the end of August, has seen crops facing moisture stress during the crucial vegetative growth phase. In the recent crop status and health report, the Indore-based soybean processor Association of India has indicated crop over 12.3830% of the total sown 11.513 lakh hectares sown area is in poor condition. In Madhya Pradesh, the largest soybean growing area of the country, crop over 8.741 lakh hectares of the total 51.06 lakh hectares is in poor condition. Similarly, of the total 8.537 lakh hectares of soybean sown in Rajasthan, crop over 3.623 lakh is in poor condition. Bimal Kothari, Vice Chairman of India Pulses and Grains Association, pointed out to the lull in monsoon activities in August. Though the Kharif crop has been sown little more than the last year, the actual output will be known only during the harvest time. If the crops face heavy rainfall activity during harvest period, we may see some damage to urad and moong crop. Rajasthan has seen a dry spell in the month of August, hence we may see a drastic reduction of moong production in the state. However, everything will be clear by end of September, he explained. Where else has the government stepped in to control prices? Earlier this year, spike in prices of dal had seen government going all out in pulses sector. It started with early announcement of import quotas in March and then doing away with license requirement for imports in May. On May 14, the Ministry of Food, Public Distribution and Consumer Affairs asked millers, stockists and traders to declare the stock with them and directed the state government to verify the same. When all of the above steps failed to have desired effect, on July 2, the central government imposed stock limit on processors and traders, which made excess holding a crime. Ironically, imposition of stock limits come almost a year after Narendra Modi-led government amended the Essential Commodities Act 1955 to de-link oil seeds, pulses, onions, etc. from the act and thus freeing them from stock limit imposition. However, since the Supreme Court has stayed the implementation of the acts in January, the central government has taken refuge in the act and imposed stock limits to control prices. Thank you.